am Miss Joy, and this is
Aiden.
and we are here to welcome you to Pisgahville. We are so excited for you to be here today. We have so many fun activities for you to go through and explore with us. I miss seeing each and every one of you, but actually, I still can see each and every one of you. Someone's probably saying, she can't really see us. But actually, when I put on my X-ray vision superpower goggles, I can see just about anything. Yes, yes. I can see someone eating cereal. I think that's frosted, no, not frosted flakes. Looks like it's Cheerios. Someone's having breakfast and they're eating Cheerios. And I also see, looks like someone's using their iPad to watch us, Aiden. Look right there. Can you see them? They're using their iPad to watch us. And I also see, oh, look at that, Aiden. Someone's sitting crisscross, applesauce, hands in their lap. We are so happy to see you today. Let me take these glasses off. Now, I miss hugging each and every one of you. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do what we call a virtual hug, because this is how we're going to have to hug each other for a while, okay? So you're going to hold both arms out. Hold both arms out. You're going to take your right arm and you're going to hold it out wide, just like this, okay? That's not your right arm, the other one. All right. Now you're going to take your left arm and you're going to hold it out just like that. You're going to make a claw with your fingers, and you're going to bring them close, crisscross, and you're going to hug yourself very tight. That is from Miss Joy and Aiden. Welcome again and happy Sabbath. Well, today we're going to talk about how Jesus' power gives hope. Aiden, Jesus' power gives what? Hope. Jesus' power gives hope. And I hope that you all were looking for some God sightings this week, because I know I saw a fantastic, fabulous God sighting just this morning. Well, what happened was when we were having worship, we were talking about all the people who've lost their jobs and how all the families that used to have lots of food on their table no longer have food on their table. And one of the things we prayed about this morning, Aiden, was that Jesus would help these people. So after we had worship and we started our Zoom lessons and our activities for the day, we took a midday break and we decided to go to the grocery store to just see if we could buy some things, right? Well, as we were going, when we came out of our development, what I saw on the corner was a Seventh-day Adventist church, just like this one. And there were cars wrapped all around it, because what they were doing, they were distributing food, just like they do here at Mount Pisgah. There were families in my neighborhood who were able to go to a church and get food. That was a part of our prayer. Remember, Aiden? And not only that, as we drove a little further, we saw this park. It was a big park, and that park had a line wrapped around it as well. What do you think was happening there? Absolutely. They were distributing food to those people as well. God truly answers prayers, and he listens and he hears everything that we ask him for. So sometimes instead of asking for ourselves, it's just so good when you can ask for someone else and you can see just how he blesses. Now, I'm sure that each and every one of you had a God sighting this week as well. So what you're going to do, I'm going to put on my listening cap. And I am going to listen to some of the God sightings you saw this week. So when I count to 4, you're going to press pause and you're going to start talking. Make sure you talk loud so that we can hear. 1, 2, 3, 4. were some amazing God sightings that you saw, that you witnessed with your families. It was amazing. I love them. All of those stories were great. Now, this brings us to our second piece. Aiden, what season is this?
Coronavirus season.
This is the coronavirus season. And if everyone knows, this is a
mask.
It's a mask. And every time you go out, it's important that you wear your mask. Aiden, demonstrate how we wear the mask. When you put the mask on, you want to make sure that your nose and your mouth is covered up completely. Very good. This way you're protecting yourself and you're protecting others. The next thing we have is, what is this? What is it? Hand sanitizer. And with hand sanitizer, it keeps your hands nice and clean. Give me some, please. Thank you. And then I'm going to give you some. What do you say?
Thank you.
And then we're going to make sure that we get our hands nice and clean because it's very important that we do this. Also, water. It's very important that we drink water so that we can hydrate our bodies, along with Clorox wipes to make sure that you wipe off all of the surfaces in your house every now and then so that we make sure that we prevent germs. And I always like to walk around with my comb because it's not bad. It won't hurt us to walk around looking nice during coronavirus season, right, Aiden? Okay, so now what we're going to do is, I've been thinking and I've been watching the news, and you just see it all over the place how everyone in America is getting so restless and they're upset. They want to go back to work. They need to make money. They're tired of being cooped up in the house. They want to go shoot baskets at the basketball court. They want to play on the playgrounds. They want to ride their bikes. They want to go to the mall. They want to be able to go to the stores. They want to just be free, right? So that has a lot of frustration and anger that so many people are feeling. I'm sure that you may be feeling it as well. So what you're going to do with your family is you're going to answer this question. What is making you angry, frustrated, or tense during this coronavirus situation? Now, after you finish sharing, there's going to be our sing-along. You're going to love it. We're going to be right back as soon as the sing-along is over.
Down, a little worried when I look around. That's why my hope is in the Lord. I fix my eyes upon the God who gives, 'cause all I need is what I have in Him. That's why my hope is in the Lord. My hope is in the Lord. I belong to Him. He will never let me go. My hope is in the Lord. I can count on Him. My hope is in the Lord. settle down. A little worried when I look around. That's why my hope is in the Lord. I fix my eyes upon the God who gives. 'Cause all I need is what I have in Him. That's why my hope is in the Lord. My hope is in the Lord. I belong to Him. He will never let me go. My hope is in the Lord. I can count on Him. My hope is in the Lord. My hope is in the Lord. I belong to Him. He will never let me go. My hope is in the Lord. I can count on Him. My hope is in the Lord. What a fellowship, what a joy divine, leaning on the everlasting arms. What a blessedness, what a peace is mine, leaning on the everlasting arms. Leaning, safe and secure from all alarms. Leaning on the everlasting arms. What have I to dread? What have I to fear? Leaning on the everlasting arms. I have blessed peace with my Lord so near. Leaning on the everlasting arms. Leaning, safe and secure from all alarms. Leaning on the everlasting arms. I'm leaning, you know I'm leaning, you know I'm leaning on the everlasting. You know I'm leaning, you know I'm leaning, you know I'm leaning on the everlasting. Leaning, safe and secure from all alarms. Leaning on the everlasting arms. On the everlasting arms. On the everlasting arms.
Psalm 71, verse 14. As for me, I'll always have hope. I'll praise you more and more.
Amazing. Those songs, there was no way possible that you could have been sitting in your seats. I know you were up moving your body. Well, there have been times where my spirits have been so high and I felt so full of joy even when I was facing adversity or bad things or things were just not going my way. But to be totally honest with you, there have been times where I've been faced with things that have been very difficult and very hard. And I didn't always think that Jesus was there taking care of me. And I'm so sure that I'm not alone in feeling like this. In the Bible, John 11, there's a story of Jesus' friends, Mary, Martha, and Lazarus. And it just tells how Jesus' power gives hope. You see, Lazarus had gotten very sick, so sick until they just didn't think he was going to make it. Mary and Martha did everything in their power to get their brother well again. I'm sure they gave him cold baths to try to break his fever. I'm sure they gave him a lot of soup. I'm sure they rubbed a lot of liniment on his head, on his feet, on his chest. I'm sure they did everything in their power to make their brother well again. But they realized that this illness was far beyond their control. So what they did was they sent a messenger. They sent a messenger to a nearby town to find Jesus. And the message was, please get back as soon as you can. Lazarus is sick. He is possibly going to die. We need your help. So as they were sitting there waiting with anticipation, I can almost see them. Okay, this is how they're waiting. What you're going to do, I'm going to count to 3. You're going to hold your breath, okay? 1, 2, get ready to hold your breath. 3. This is how they felt. They were standing there at the door with all anticipation, waiting for Lazarus, waiting for Jesus to, hold on. Hello? Yes. No. Really? Breathe, please. Everyone, breathe. I have to call you back. Breathe. So, they were waiting patiently, anxiously for Jesus to come to help them. Lazarus was getting sicker. He was getting sicker. And day in and day out, Jesus still hadn't shown up yet. It got to the point where Lazarus gave up the ghost and he died. He died and they buried him. Jesus still hadn't come back yet. I'm sure at that moment, both Mary and Martha was very upset with Jesus. I know they were angry with Jesus because their friend did not come through. Well, as the Bible has it, Jesus purposely didn't come when they called him. You see, he wanted to do something great. He didn't just want to heal a sick Lazarus. He wanted to bring someone up and raise them from the dead. So when Jesus got back, he went straight to the gravesite where Lazarus was. He had the men to roll the stone from in front of the tomb. And he said, Lazarus, rise up. Lazarus, rise up. And Lazarus rose up. Oh, the joy that Mary and Martha possibly felt when they were able to see their brother rise up again. Now, can you imagine, have there ever been a time in your life where you felt that you were not treated fairly? Take your fists and ball them up really, really tight. You felt that maybe someone treated you wrong. You didn't get an award that you were most deserving of. You studied real hard for a test and the results weren't great. Or maybe, just maybe, you felt that no one was treating you fairly. Well, that's how Mary and Martha felt. But when Jesus showed up and he brought their brother back to life, oh, the joy that had to have been in their heart. One thing that they knew was that Jesus is always going to come through when he says he's going to come through. And that's exactly what happened to Mary and Martha. Now, what I want us to do is let's get ready to go into another sing-along because we want to rejoice with both Mary and Martha and Lazarus and Jesus for bringing Lazarus back from the dead. Are you ready? Set, let's go.
Woke up this morning feeling kinda blue, a little sad, but I know just what to do. Whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, oh. I have learned that I can go to Jesus. He lifts me up whenever I need it. Whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, oh. When I'm worried, when I'm feeling down, that's when God comes through, turns it all around. Yeah, he gives me joy my source, the one who gives me life. He is my God and he's good all the time. Oh, 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 oh. When I'm worried, when I'm feeling down, that's when God comes through, turns it all around. Yeah, he gives me joy in every situation, keeps my spirits high, no matter what I'm facing. Oh, 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 When I'm worried, when I'm feeling down, that's when God comes through and turns it all around.
Well, you did it again. Weren't those songs full of energy and movement? It made your body move. It made you feel good. Well, I am almost positive that that is exactly how Mary and Martha felt when their brother Lazarus was risen from the dead from none other than their friend Jesus. Well, we're almost to the close of our program, boys and girls, but I wanted to bring you another reminder. Remember your thankfulness journals that we're keeping? Well, you're going to be able to use and go to the next page. On the next page of this journal, let's see what you can do. I want you to draw things that you were hoping God would do for you or that he's already done for you. So think of some things that you want God to do for you or even that he's already done for you, and you're going to draw them on the next page in your journal. Now remember, when we come back to church, this is something that we're going to be able to share out with our friends. So you're stuck. What are some things that you're hoping for? Maybe it's to find some rolls of toilet paper in the stores. Or maybe you're ready to go back to school. Oh, no. Maybe, just maybe, you're ready to come back to church. I know I am. And see all of our friends and share all of the different experiences that we've had together, right? While we're apart or while we're together, we want to share these moments with each other. Boys and girls, families, thank you so very much for coming and spending the Sabbath with us here at Pisgahville today. Be safe, stay home, and remember, Jesus' power gives hope. Have a happy Sabbath.
And away we go into the great beyond. Wherever we go and whatever we do, we're trusting God all along. We will fly, we will soar. Nothing is impossible. We will rise through the storm. Trusting God and leaving our fears behind. We will fly. Up and away we go into the great beyond. Wherever we go and whatever we do, we're trusting God all along. We will fly, we will soar. Nothing is impossible. We will rise through the storm. Trusting God and leaving our fears behind. We will fly. Anything is possible. Everything is possible with God. Anything is possible. Everything is possible with God.